Hello, hello. Hi, Aries. So I know that I'm like a smidge bit tardy, but I had an emergency phone call. How are you? So this is Aries full reading. It was going to be impossible to try to triple catch up. So we're just going to finish the week with fire, which is how I usually. Hi, Maya. Hi, April. And then we will start fresh with water signs. I have not decided whether I'm going to just do Aries, Leo, Sag right away, or whether I'm going to wait to do Sag till after, because I have Friday night tonight as well. So I have new cards. I'm looking at your energy from like last week. Let me move this. I'm glad you're able to watch too, Maya. So if it's your first time at one of my readings, this is how it goes. We look at your energy, the energy of other. Other is just what other energy is most impactful to you right now. What are you feeling the most? What's affecting your life the most? And then we look at the alchemy of those two energies as well. And kind of like a composite chart would be, is that center row. And I'm looking at what energy you're coming out of, or what energy influenced everyone's actions the most. That could be last week. It could be the whole last year. It could be a big event that happened within the last year. Then I'm going to look at, these cards are ginormous. But what better cards for Aries than some, can't play it small for Aries. And then we're going to look at the energy you're stepping into, and then what's coming up in the future. Right away, I have the High Priestess. This is already telling such a definite story. Hey, Alien, Latanya. I had another shirt on that was real nice, and then I spilled something on it, so I grabbed this, which is what I was wearing yesterday. Full transparency. So I apologize if it's all dark. I know the lighting is... I have a lot of readings today and all of this, and so, hi Juan. I just get to the point where the lights are too much, so that's why it's the dim mood lighting for y'all, because I know that you won't get mad if I don't have the full lights on. So Aries, I have this High Priestess. This is the Druid Craft Tarot deck that Connie Jo turned me on to. I'm doing Leo right after Maya. And then, so there's been more tuning into yourself. There's been more like tuning into the moons. I think this really has a lot to do with how things have changed and how you can see things. It's what I keep, how you're feeling and seeing things seem to be, since that moon in Aries, that full moon in Aries, or that new moon in Aries rather, I want to say that was the end of March. That was there was a lot going on around that moon. So it wasn't just that it was a new moon in Aries. There was a lot of other astrological aspects going on around that. But it feels to me, Aries, like something happened around that time at the end of March that had you seeing things that maybe you tried not to see prior to that. Sometimes Aries likes to keep it moving, and that doesn't mean keep it moving through people. Sometimes that means like, let's just fix it. Let's not worry about it. Let's not fight about it. Let's just do tomorrow. Let's just not, like, I don't want to, like a Scorpio wants to sit there and go through every layer and dig and then sew it back up layer by layer. And Aries, although they also have that Mars energy, is not about that life. They want to, like, let's just make it better. Let's pretend it's better sometimes. And let's get back to the part where we're, kissing and hugging and going to do things. And I'm okay with like fighting. I just don't want to fight to the point where we're ending. Your person has, or your other energy has, the 9 of Pentacles in reverse that they're coming out of, or that is really part of their recent past enough to influence all of these energies. 9 of Pentacles in reverse, that is not somebody that can grow things with you. That might be somebody or something that's draining you, whether that's work or a person or a family thing, or snuggling with your own demons. But the other energy that's affecting you the most, might be infecting you. Hi, Annika. Is going to be this 9 of Pentacles in reverse. The alchemy, or, like I say, it's kind of like a composite chart, this center row. The alchemy that is creating for both of you, it's really interesting, is the truth. I think since that... Oh, am I saying Leo? This was supposed to be Aries. Why did Leo start? I'm going to have to switch these because I'm already in Aries. I'm doing Leo next. This is Aries. I just realized. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can do that. I can cut this part out later. Yeah, Aries was scheduled first. I don't know why the Leo started. That's crazy. It's supposed to line up for me, but it didn't. Let me just change this so everybody else knows. Okay, this is a weird day. A random stranger just sat on one of my front porch rocking chairs. Can't make this shit up. Yeah, I just fixed that all. Can somebody just refresh and let me know if it's fixed? I have to say the strangest stuff has been, I know we're still basically in shadow, but weirder stuff has been going on since Saturn in Aquarius went retro um, than when we were in Mercury retrograde. Ba-dum-bum. I just want to edit this. Hold up, wait for me. Okay. I think I fixed it. I think I fixed it all. I'll just cut all of this out later. Sorry, replay viewers, if you're watching this in the next 24 hours, I'm sorry, this part will be there. I will take it out eventually. Yeah, could you do that, April? And somebody either put a box on my, while this is all happening, my office is towards the front of the house. Somebody put like a box on my rocking chair, or an animal or something jumped up. I can't see anything because my blinds are closed, but the rocking chair just went crazy. God, I hope it was something, or else we have visitors. I have a nice front porch with like 2 rocking chairs with cushions. It's nice. But it's disturbing when all of a sudden it just starts rocking on its own. Okay, take 2. So Aries, we have you as the high priestess, right? So I really feel like something happened in late March when we had that new moon. That you started to see people. I don't flinch a lot, Moanne. Life has brought me far crazier situations than somebody on my front porch. But anyway, that new moon in Aries totally made you see people the way that they are and not the way that you wanted them to be. This thing is draining you, this other energy. What's interesting is this moon energy in between is the truth. I would expect, I haven't even looked at the other 2 rows. I glanced a little bit, but obviously my attention was taken when all of a sudden I realized like all of my lives are screwed up and there's somebody on my front porch, or it's what the chair stopped moving. But anyway, a lot going on. But without looking at any of these, without clarifying it, which I will do, without pulling the message card or the oracle, I would expect some unexpected behavior from this person coming up, because this feels like, do you ever see a cat fall off a tree and they just start grasping for things? Like, that's what they're showing me. without looking at the other cards, I'm really, really feeling an energy of like your unconditional putting up with their stuff gives them a sense of worth in the weirdest way. It's like if they mistreat you and you continue to take it, then they're not as awful as they actually think that they are. It's because people have a problem separating behaviors and the core of who they are. Every human has the opportunity to heal their shit. But before they can do that, they have to bring an awareness to it, which means they have to put the mirror up. I think instead of putting a mirror up, this person just would put the mirror in front of you. If you say, I can forgive you for all that because I can't live life without you, then that's all they need, instead of actually putting the mirror up. I could do this entire reading on those 3 cards. Honestly. This is I'm seeing change for you, Aries. In the energy that's coming up, you have the 2 of Swords in reverse, and they have the 2 of Pentacles in the upright. I do think that you are going to see some kind of, I want to call it a flex. You're going to see some kind of, thank you, April. You should see some kind of you won't know it's a last ditch effort. It may feel, this is what I'm concerned about. And maybe there's 2 collectives here, and maybe for some people this is going to be the change that needs to happen. But for a lot of people, this is going to be a half-assed attempt at trying to be balanced for you, or trying to bring the relationship balance. With your 2 of Swords in reverse, I don't think you're confused about what to do anymore. And I think that they know that. They see that you see the truth. In your upcoming energy, we have the King of Cups in reverse. This is a very clear story. They have the Ace of Cups in reverse. I think when them pretending to be balanced doesn't work, then they're like, then you can't have my I love you, then I take back my cup of love. But see, the thing is, I don't think that that is new for you. It's like, this is the dumbest thing they're showing me, but it's like, it's like pain tolerance. It's like if you were used to getting burnt, or you would, like, my friends kid around and call me fire hands. After years and years with my hands in chemicals and hot waters and all, I have like a modicum of neuropathy, which also makes me really available to like tweak a campfire that's going and I can't feel anything. I mean, I've heard everything. Did you go to X-Men school? I am not that sensitive to temperature because it's built up. Where if somebody was not sensitive to temperature, they would touch a piece of burning campfire wood, bonfire wood, and have a normal reaction to that. I don't think that this is the first time they have burnt you with the, you cannot have my love cup. Yes, you can have my love cup. No, you cannot have my love cup. I think at this point, you have neuropathy towards being burnt with then I will take my toys and go. I don't think this is the first time that they have told you I will take my toys and go. Even if they are not physically leaving the situation, there are many times that they have emotionally left, and sometimes they may have physically left. Sorry. In between, we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. I think that they think that they're punishing you, and you're like, good, go. And neither of you. I think the thing that may have bonded some of you to this energy, if it's a person, is the passion. I think even after a good fight, it was still sex. Like it, there's a comfort there. And now this is the first time where that's kind of this coming up energy, that's kind of off the table. All right. You all know that I love Gemma from Gemstones Tarot. And by the way, if you're not following her, I actually have her on my channels that I follow, which there's only 3. So you can find her easily. But she is always, this is not the good version that she probably has a real original copy, but those are like $500. But I did get a copy of the Tarot of the 78 Doors, which is really interesting. It also has the, it has it in like 4 different languages at the top of the card saying what card it is, which I really quite enjoy. Oof, that one flew. Yeah. 8 of Cups in reverse. This is a situation that for a long time you should have walked away from and probably didn't, but emotionally I think it's been done. We have the Lovers in reverse, clarifying that 2 of Swords in reverse. Yeah. And we have the King of Cups in that center, which doesn't surprise me because I think that's how they're going to present themselves. And you're reaching emotional maturity in this. Yeah. I think that this person is trying to give you the apology you've been waiting for years. I have an icky vibe, and I feel like Neptune's been very strong and in play and all over these aspects that you've had. I think that new moon helped you see a little, because if I remember, we had Mars and Saturn in conjunction back then as well. But on June 28th, when Neptune goes into retrograde, that's this energy at the end here. Whatever they're trying to sell you right now, don't sign your name to anything until after the 28th and the fog gets lifted. There's been heavy fog on everything. Neptune's been a very, very, very busy boy in our charts and in our transits. Yeah, you just got the Chariot over your King of Cups in reverse. That's the card of going. So for some of you, that may be moving, but I don't think so. And there's the Queen of Pentacles in the upright, but because you're going to feel, wow. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like they're going to be a little dramatic, go get another tattoo and fake that they're like, okay. I don't know why I said another tattoo. I'm sure there's some people that this other energy doesn't have a tattoo. And I love tattoos. I love them looking like a desk at detention. I'm not saying that in a condescending way. I mean it in a way of like, they're just going to they're just going to throw themselves into something else and distract. Before we started looking at the other cards, even, I said I would expect some unexpected, like weird last ditch effort behavior. I hope there's nobody else waiting in the other room. I feel so bad that that happened. Let's see. Trying to find a solution within myself. This is one of those things where, like, I almost don't want to take a message card from them because I don't find them trustworthy. Once in a blue moon, I have a read where I'm like, I don't really even feel like this person's trustworthy. Let's take we have hi Sherry. Yeah. This is also another Seasons of the Witch. It came anonymous. I don't know. But I put my list public, and like 72 hours later, I had these. And I'm super grateful. This is the Beltrain Witches. Let me look at the Seasons of the Witch. Okay, the Maiden. Demand what is yours and take back what was taken. Reclaim until you've gathered all of you. Wow. Wow. Aries, call back all your power. When you get off of this reading and when you go to bed and when you wake up for the next week, should always kind of do that. But please, like, set an alarm on your phone. Set an alarm on your phone to call back all of your power. I am calling back all of my power, and I am rejecting anything negative that's attached to me, and I'm sending it back with love, because just don't even put the energy into the back and forth, because this other energy with you would stay in back and forth if it was toxic AF, as long as they could be back and forth and they don't have to completely release you to let you go someplace where you're appreciated. And that can be a job or that could be a person. Woof, Aries. Holy cow. Call back all your power. I feel that really, really strongly to all of you. Because there's some energy vampires around you. And they've also been doing a hell of a gaslighting job. Oof. All right. All right, in like 4 minutes, I'm going to see you all in the Leo reading, which hopefully everything is marked right now. And then I'll take out that nonsense from before. I love you, now you love you. Thank you, Aries.